Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. It is Thursday, the 3rd of July. Now don't forget that weatherweb.net is kept completely free of charge by you keep on coming back and using the site. So when you come back, when you visit the different pages, it means we can get more adverts in front of you, and it's that generates the revenue that keeps us free of charge. So thanks for doing that, and thanks for telling all your friends about us as well. Okay then, as I mentioned yesterday, and as I've been blogging about, you'll know that it's hurricane time again. It's Hurricane Arthur that we're watching. Here it is this afternoon, on Thursday afternoon. You can see it just heading up to the eastern coast of the States. It's just about to come up through North Carolina. And we can zoom in a little bit closer as well. Look at that for a satellite picture. Absolutely superb close-in view of a hurricane. Look, you can see its arms spinning around here. You can see the various dynamics taking place within the hurricane there. Beautiful pictures, but quite scary to be underneath. And of course it is still relatively early in the season, but you see how Arthur takes its track up the eastern coast of the States. This is 10 o'clock on Friday morning. Then heading overnight UK time, Friday into Saturday. And then watch what happens. It tracks northeastwards, heading very close to New York. Sorry, that was midday on Saturday. And this is the latest forecast track that Arthur is expected to take. You can see it here heading almost due northeast there, up the eastern coast of the States, eventually crossing Newfoundland, look, and then foundering across southern parts of Greenland. Now, I always take notice when hurricanes kick off, particularly this early on in the season, because they do have a habit of disrupting the atmosphere and throwing the long-range climate models into disarray. So it's something we're going to have to watch very carefully over the coming days, what happens to Arthur and the impact that it has. And this is forecast rainfall from Arthur, and look at this, these red colours are 6 to 10 inches of rainfall. That's 250 millimetres of rain. So you see the impact that Arthur could have. Now, this is what happens when a hurricane moves close to a buoy. This buoy is 100 kilometres east-southeast of Charleston, and the green line is pressure, the red line is wind gust, and the blue line is wind speed. Just look at that fall off in pressure that took place during the course of the last 24 hours, and then this rapid increase in wind speeds, look, now gusting up to 45 knots. And are there any more on the way? Well, a look at the broader satellite picture for all this afternoon from Meteosat. It kind of shows a train of troughs trying to get in across the Atlantic. It's not the perfect setup for these features to be taking place, but you can see how the developments take place, look, over central parts of Africa. These huge storms that leave and then head out into the tropical Atlantic, hoping to get hooked up and formed into a hurricane. Incidentally, here are the northeasterly trade winds kicking in through the Canary Islands and heading into the Atlantic. So those trade winds meet with the trade winds that are coming in from the south, and they meet across the intertropical convergence zone, which is in that region just there. And it's along that line where we find the thunderstorms developing, which eventually form into troughs, or rather the troughs developing, which form into the thunderstorms, which eventually lead to tropical storms and hurricanes. It's all good stuff, isn't it? Okay, back to some more benign weather, but still, I guess, more exciting for us, because we haven't seen something like this for a while. We've got fronts moving in for the west during the course of Friday, bringing outbreaks of rain, some pretty hefty bursts of rain. Main question is over how quickly this rain clears eastwards on Saturday morning. It probably doesn't arrive in the far southeast until late on Friday, into the very early hours of Saturday morning. And there'll be some strong winds ahead of that front as well during Friday. Now for Saturday, I think the rain probably holding on across East Anglia in the southeast during the early part of Saturday morning. Incidentally, if you can hear the wind blowing around here, that's because I'm recording this outside, getting a bit of fresh air. But outside the office, I decided to escape from computers for a wee while inside and come and enjoy the fresh air on a July afternoon. Anyway, where was I? I digress. So Saturday morning, a little bit of rain holding on over East Anglia in the southeast. Uncertainty over when that clears. I think it's probably gone from the far southeast by about midday. Then we find dry conditions and sunny spells following in from the west. Always the risk of one or two showers, but some heavy showers coming through Ireland and perhaps into the west of Scotland. One or two affecting Western Wales late on as well. And then showers in the west through the evening and overnight. But for Sunday, low pressure centred west of Scotland brings showers again to more northern and western parts of the country. Eastern areas seeing fewer of them, and some areas in the east possibly staying dry through the day. And then it's sunshine and scattered showers on Monday. A similar story into Tuesday. And what a surprise, that westerly wind stays with us really through much of next week into next weekend, bringing further scattered showers. Most of them towards the north and the west. There'll be an odd day when a trough comes through and brings heavier showers elsewhere. But generally this westerly flow stays with us, bringing a few showers and temperatures around or perhaps just below normal for the north and the west, around possibly just above normal towards the east and the south. It's this idea I was telling you about a showery July. I thought it'd be rather cool as well, and it's probably is going to be overall. But temperatures, when you look across the country generally, I think they'll be near normal. Now we are still thinking in terms of pressure increasing around the 17th, 18th, 19th time, that sort of time, perhaps lasting for 4 to 5 days. And the CFS is trying to back me up on this. This is week 1. It puts low than normal heights to the north, higher than normal down to the south. Look, this is basically it's our low that comes through over the next few days, bringing those more showery conditions. Week 2 looking like this. We got higher than normal heights down to the south and lower than normal towards the north. But look, you see this high trying to build its way a little bit further northwards during the course of that week. That's from the 9th to the 15th. So hinting at this dry conditions across southern and eastern areas. Not completely dry, I don't think. I think still scattered showers there, but with the lower than normal heights towards the north, that's where the lowest of the heights are likely to, the highest risk of showers is likely to be. And then into week 3, 16th to the 22nd of July, look, higher than normal heights centred across Scandinavia but extending through the British Isles, lower than normal down towards the south. And I think what this is showing is the idea that during this period, remember this is for the whole week, we're likely to go into a dry spell lasting for a few days. I'm not going to say longer than 5 days at this stage. And I think with these lower than normal heights to the south, we could find some thunderstorms moving in from the south. And then week 4, look, it does this, still the higher than normal heights to the east, low than normal down towards the south. Again, this tendency for these thundery showers to get northwards, for the high just to be holding on across Scotland and eastern England, perhaps bringing still mainly fair conditions there, but thundery showers breaking in and that breakdown taking place from the south. So overall then, not much change in the forecast story today. This idea is still of a showery, well not even showery, showery towards the north and the west, just scattered showers south and east through the coming 10 days or so. And then probably heading into this focus of a drier spell somewhere starting between the 17th and 19th and lasting for a few days. So I'll leave you with that for now. Do continue to monitor Hurricane Arthur. Should be quite an interesting one, this one. And whatever you're doing, have a great day and keep the sun shining. Thanks for watching and bye for now.